Hello, everyone. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the book that I said I wrote, Courtship in the Right Way. Part of the chapters that was covered in the book is constantly appreciating each other. I think that should be on chapter 12. I purposely want to talk about this because a friend that uh, purchased one of this book online on Amazon. He has finished reading the book, and he told me that he really loved the last chapter when I talked about during courtship that both parties should constantly appreciate each other because courtship is a time for two people to get to know each other. Is a time for exploration, discovering each other's potentials. So it is more about exploration, courtship in the right way. And the reason why I talk about that particular topic, that it is very important for couples to constantly appreciate each other for so many reasons. There is always good to have gratitude in relationship. This does not only meant for courtship alone, to be honest with you. When people do good things to you in your life, you need to be appreciative. Don't take people for granted. It's because of the love they have for you, that is why they've done that good thing for you. So you need to express appreciation for what has been done for you because it's something good, it's something you needed. And somebody go extra mile or go out of their way to do something for you. So it's always very good to constantly appreciate each other. So in that chapter 8, what I cover is the importance of gratitude in relationship. It's always very good during courtship to express appreciation daily. Honestly, it's not a big deal because we speak every day. So when you constantly show expression of appreciation daily, it shows the extent of love you have for your partner during courtship. No matter how small the person has done, so you need to recognize small heart of kindness by thank you. A little thank you will go a long way. Don't take it for granted. And in courtship, when you've achieved something like a milestone, so you celebrate it. It might be from both of you, it might be from each partner. You celebrate your achievement. When you celebrate achievement, it is out of saying thank you. And in the process of courtship, it's very, very good to maintain a positive mindset. When you embark on a task or your partner embark on a task, have a positive mindset that this my partner is going to come out successfully because he's embarked on that task already. Don't have a mindset of, oh, I hope he's going to make it, or I hope this thing is going to come to reality, or are you sure this is possible? So negative mindset kind of affects appreciation because we're talking about constant appreciation here. When you have a negative mindset, it kind of diminishes appreciation. So it's actually very good to maintain a positive mindset towards whatever your partner, he or she, is working on something. Believe it's going to be successful. Believe it's going to be successful. And it's always very good as well to go through mutual appreciation. So there should be a constant appreciation. Then the importance of gratitude in relationships I mentioned in the chapter 8 that the importance of gratitude in relationship strengthen bonds. It actually strengthens bonds. What do I mean by that? When you show appreciation, there is a strengthening, as in the strength in appreciation. So, what kind of strength is it? It's a kind of a strength that binds you together, that creates more love because you're appreciating each other. Another thing about showing appreciation is it increases happiness. For instance, a partner got a present for the other person, and you remember to say thank you. You've actually had me in mind. That's why you bought this for me. It increases the happiness that wow, I brought a present for her. I brought a present for him, and it show appreciation by saying thank you. I appreciate this. The giver automatically will have something we call happiness. It will be happy within him that yeah. So when you constantly show appreciation, it gives happiness. Another thing that constant appreciation does is it creates a positive interaction. Gratitude promotes positive interaction and reduce negativity, and it creates a kind of harmonious and supportive environment because you bought a present for your partner and you remember to say thank you. The harmony, the surrounding will be filled with happiness. The environment will be filled with happiness because the appreciation is being shown. It's a natural thing when you show appreciation to one another. When you show appreciation in courtship, you create happiness in that environment, and both parties are happy. Another thing that I mentioned in chapter 8 is expressing appreciation daily. Verbal expression. Some things in courtship, I think, is a marriage that people tend to kind of take each other for granted. But even in marriage, we need to be careful. We need to remember that partner needs to show each other constant appreciation. A verbal expression. Tell your partner how much you appreciate them. Using specific example and sincere word. Oh, thank you so much for the present you gave me yesterday. I really appreciate it. And this comes with gesture as well. Oh, thank you for that present. Let me give you a hug. I wasn't expecting that. All this little verbal expression will definitely increase the love during your courtship. Another way to appreciate one another is spending quality time together. It is not only about present that you give to show appreciation of one another. When you spend time together as well, it is part of appreciation. Because the time you spend together, you could have been using it to sleep, or you could have gone out with your friend. But during courtship, you need to create an environment where you can spend time together. That, on a Friday, I'm going to do half day at work because I just want us to go out together. All this spending of time together is showing an appreciation to your partner. That you appreciate her, you appreciate him. Spending time together is a way to show appreciation. A lot of people might be thinking it's a regular thing that, okay, we need to hang out together, we need to stay together. It is somebody's idea. Oh, darling, next week I'm going to take you on a cruise, or next week we're going to go on a boat ride. You're spending quality time together, and when you spend this quality time together, it creates a sweet memory, and it creates a conversation that you can always talk. And when there's a conversation during courtship, it creates bond. there's a bond between the two of you. For instance, you spent time together last week, and this week you start to talk about it. Oh, darling, I actually like where you took me to last week. You're creating a conversation, and you're actually using that spending time together to create so many things. To create appreciation for one another, number one, and then number two, to create a bond. You're bonding together. And then number three, to create a communication. Showing appreciation, creating a bond, and then creating conversation. So during your courtship, constant appreciation creates conversation, healthy conversation, because it was a sweet past memory that you're talking about. That, oh, I love that experience. And because of that as well, that you actually enjoy the time you spend together, it creates a future outing together again. You look forward to another outing together. So appreciating each other constantly actually captures so many aspects of courtship that can lead to a good marriage. And I also mentioned celebrating your achievement. Whatever you acquire together or you acquire individually, it's always very good to appreciate it. Maybe your partner just passed an exam. They can just buy a congratulation card or a flower to show that I appreciate your effort in the successfulness of what you've done. I appreciate your achievement. You've worked so hard, and I can see the commitment you put for you to achieve this milestone. So these are personal achievements from each individual, but you're celebrating it together. And another thing is you share goals together as well. Maybe you're working on a book, and your partner is, okay, you're working on this particular book. How long will you take you for the book to be ready? So you're in it together. Maybe it's going to take you a year, and probably after 6 months, how far have you gone with the book? You're appreciating the work of your partner by remembering or asking, or how far have you gone with the book? So it's a part of appreciation. When you show concern, it's part of appreciation. And your partner will go back and say, wow, that's quite thoughtful of you. We talked about me writing this book 6 months ago, and then you actually came to remind me that how far am I going with the writing of the book? That is showing appreciation, because you have a positive mindset towards what your partner has planned to achieve. You're part of it. So when you do all this in courtship, it creates love, it creates understanding, it creates that when you eventually get married, it's going to be a solid marriage because you're building the foundation together during courtship. Another thing that I've mentioned is you embrace gratitude. So by regularly acknowledging and appreciating positive aspects of your relationship, there will always be a positive aspect of a relationship that you need to constantly appreciate. So the example I gave is your partner writing a book, and at the end of the 1 year, the book is ready. Oh, you acknowledge that, wow, you've done a good job. Oh, that's a very good one. And then you're setting in a positive mindset that the book is ready, and you actually told your partner that, wow, you've done a very good job. That's a very good one. What is the next step now? You've already set a positive mindset. Another thing you can even say, I knew you're going to finish the book. I'm proud of you. You're encouraging him or her to keep pressing forward with other sources that is lying along the way, other sources that would definitely come. So showing constant appreciation during courtship goes a long way. And another area that I mentioned another thing that I mentioned is surprise and delight. which is part of spending time together. You can plan a surprise date. Give thoughtful gift. It doesn't have to be something luxurious or something big. For you to do a surprise gift shows you have your partner on mind. He or she is always on your mind. That's why you give that surprise gift or a surprise date. You might just come back from work one day, say, okay, let's go. That's a surprise one. It's different from the one I mentioned earlier on that you plan together. In terms of quality time together, you can plan it together or you can use it as a surprise. So one area that will help courtship, that will lead to a good marriage, is constantly appreciating each other. Constantly. Not once in a blue moon, not when he or she is doing a birthday. Constantly appreciate each other. Tell your partner how much you love them, even their dressing. Learn to appreciate your partner and learn to say thank you. Oh, you look so nice today. And when you get this compliment, remember to say thank you. When you kind of give such compliment, it creates confidence in your partner that they look so nice and you appreciate them. So that chapter 8 actually covers appreciating each other constantly. Please remember the adjective. You need to appreciate each other constantly. And this will help to build your courtship that will lead to a good marriage. So in summary, during courtship, learn to appreciate each other. And when you're being appreciated, remember to respond by saying thank you. Oh, baby, you look nice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. All these are good ways of building a solid foundation that will give you a long-lasting marriage. I think that is it for today. Appreciating each other constantly. Now, when you're doing your birthday alone, you constantly appreciate each other. It promotes love. It promotes trust. It promotes longevity in marriage. Thank you. I'll be back again to talk about something different in relationship. In my first video, I talked about the courtship in the right way. I'm still working on volume 2, which will be out soon. And when it's out, I'll let everybody know. Thank you, and I appreciate you for the time. And I will also appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. That keeps me going. Thank you. We'll catch up soon. Bye.